Hi. I didn't expect to be making a response about this because I've been avoiding the matter of, well, this whole drama with BitHell. You know, that 80-page doc that's been spreading around. Nixam, the reason he spread that doc was because he didn't bother to do his research, nor did he bother to come to me asking about the legitimacy of it. So he just posted it. Brandon is 15 years old, and I know him very well. He's a good guy. Sure, we met in unusual circumstances. When he pretended to be expelled, I thought he was 21 at the time. I was 19. Everyone else thought he was 21 too and had a family. That was a lie, but you know the story of expelled. I think we all do. Now, this response is being made because one of my former developers, Bushman, you might know him as Redacted Anim, or as his alt accounts are now, I think one of them was Landon and the other one was Brent Blue Bear. Basically, if you see an account spreading a doc about Brandon or exposing the truth, or any schizo posting, it's him, Bushman, who is, by the way, associated with Eddie McCarthy, Honko, and all of those other guys. So that really brings some clarity as to what kind of person he is. I didn't want to do this. I kept this information very secret because Landon is 15. He's a talented animator, and I don't want to fuck up his career. However, he is forcing my hands. So I'm going to basically show you guys that he is not stable and that he hasn't been for a long time. I tried to help him. Hell, I let him on my team after he screwed me over one time already, which was a big gamble, and I got a lot of flack for it, but I thought I could help him. I clearly can't, though. He needs actual help in his own home, because you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped too. So, to give proper context, BitHell was during 2024. BitHell was dating a girl named Rhea. Now, you guys know about the drama with the nudes being spread by Edward McCarthy and Max Cunty, aka Mr. Society, and Anthony Pasella, or fucking whatever his name is, which was Lonarn. Basically, they spread a nasty virus into BitHell's computer, compromised it, and blackmailed him. That's why all that shit in April and March happened. And BitHell was dating Rhea at the time. They're of same age. Actually, I think at the time, Rhea was a year older. Or at least slightly older. I know that for a fact. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to portray Rhea in a negative light. However, I kind of have to in order to say the truth of the situation, because she did do some things that, I mean, she's a stupid kid, you know. It's, you're 15, you make fucking mistakes, right? Brandon was 14 at that time, and he was 13 when he started Remastered. So that explains a lot of the mistakes he made. Genuinely, he's just a young guy. And he's changed a lot. He's a better person now than he ever was, really. I've known him for about a year and a half, close to 2 years. So there was a lot of things with Landon, back onto him, that I had red flags about. He was constantly harassing, which, before I invited him to the team, this girl named Rhea, he was in love with her after talking with her for a week. He has a sort of parasocial relationship with her, to an extent. I don't like saying this. This is not something I like saying, but I'm not going to let my friend be portrayed as a pedophile when that's not the case. I mean, if anyone is a massive creep, it is Landon. He is still harassing this girl. And he's just a major incel, honestly. It's fucking weird. I've had her friends come to my DMs while he was on the team saying this, and I talked to him about it, saying, what are you doing? And then he'd give me some like runaround, like, oh, I'm sorry, X, I'm sorry, I relapsed, I'll get my shit together, I swear it won't happen again. It's like, okay, I'll give you one chance. You're on thin ice, though, like extremely thin ice. And then he did it again, and then he leaked a model which I paid for in commission of Angel Chica to everyone when he crashed out, the crash out. These are some DMs with him. You can see the dates. This is one of his episodes. I'm trying to talk him down. This was after a call with BitHell, which was arranged. Landon doesn't like BitHell. He has an unhealthy obsession with BitHell. So basically, Landon here is threatening to have his docs after BitHell was basically telling him that he doesn't like him for the reasons I just listed below, which are completely valid. Dude, this is not what I wanted. I didn't want any drama at this time. He was going to like threaten to dox Brandon. I'm trying to get him to stop, because he's also thinking that BitHell has his own trilogy server at this time, because there was, okay, to give a little bit more context, there was a slight Cold War happening at this time between me and Brandon. We weren't on the greatest of terms. He was in a bad place. We made up now. Main thing. I'm asking if he's okay, and why he's going behind our backs trying to start a coup with Brandon at that time. And why he wasn't just letting us handle things. He was being extremely mean to my friend, telling him to stay in his lane and shit when he was trying to get at him for doing some creepy shit. One sec, that's lore. I don't want to show that. Fuck it, you know what, whatever. It's not even my ideas, it's just his. So it doesn't matter since they're not canon, but I was being distant with him. I claimed I was busy, but I really wasn't. But
what? What does that mean?
I mean, like, distract him from Trilogy.
That's his voice, so you know it's him.
Dude, you gotta just chill. Let things cool over. Just keep low for a couple days. I don't know.
I'm telling him to tell his therapist to get help. He won't. He's going on about Edward McCarthy, which I don't care about. He decides to end of the day, he decides to leave TTC. That's completely fine. I understand. He needs to leave for his own mental health. I say that's fine. We had a very normal, I don't know why he asked me that. It's a little weird, but we had a very normal conversation. And then he does the leak here. November 30th. It's all gone. I say, what's up with you? He has some schizophrenic breakdown here. I'm just completely done for it with him. And he's saying he's going on about like 0.45 and yeah, no. Honestly, I don't think I really need to show you much else. I mean, unless you guys are dense, I don't see how I could show you anything else that shows that this guy is just not a good narrator. He's not reliable. He was adding me about a bunch of stuff. He says he doesn't take his meds sometimes and he goes on breakdowns. I'm trying to be supportive. A little slip happens every now and again, which is very true. I'm trying to like convince him that, you know, mistakes happen and stuff, but yeah, it's something you just can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. That's all this is. Onto those screenshots. Brandon See, Brandon, most of those screenshots with Brandon, some of them, yeah, he was being a dick. I'll be honest. If he's guilty of one thing, he was being a dick back then. He wasn't the greatest guy at times. And yeah, that's what that is. And then here's this. Where is he? I'm obsessed with him. I'm telling him to chill out, and I have work and all this other stuff.
Man, I feel like absolute shit right now. I need you to talk to someone. Alright, you were doing well, and I think you can still do well. You just, dude, I'm guessing you talked to Brandon or something.
And then there were the times where some of those screenshots weren't even
I need to do.
Him talking to Rhea. They were talking to Mayna in our old server that is now deleted, unfortunately, because Brandon can't keep old servers for some reason. So a lot of those screenshots aren't even of context.
I just can't, okay?
Rhea draws some weird shit in one of them. Sends it to BitHell. BitHell thinks it's a joke, laughs it off. It's weird. BitHell was not into that at all. Rhea drew some weird fucking shit. They were in a consensual relationship, by the way, so any weird, like, sexual talk in their DMs, completely, both parties agree. Now, I'm trying to think of anything else I need to clarify, because this video is already fucking long enough, and I really just don't like thinking about this shit, to be honest with you. I think that's it. Yeah, basically, end all be all TLDR. Landon is extremely creepy. It's an unfortunate thing that has come to this, because I really didn't want to leak these DMs because they are personal, but he hasn't, I mean, come on, he hasn't left me much choice. Landon is honestly worse than fucking BitHell in terms of what he's done, and unlike BitHell, Landon is an actual creep. That's all I'm gonna say. Hell, this is actually a screenshot right here. This is karma for what I did to Rhea. Shoot, can I find Gem's DMs? One second. I think she DM'd me about this. Where is it? I left. One second, I'm sorry. I really have to find this, though. How do you search for friends? There we go. Gosh, what's her name? I'm trying to find the DM. This was a long time ago, you know? This is like, back to what I was saying earlier, this is old news. Honestly, I'm going to probably find some old DMs in a little bit. Where are you? Come on, where is it? Yeah, no, I'll find them and I'll post them under this video. But yeah, sorry for having to resort to this, but unfortunately I have to, which is fucking stupid.